Namaste everyone and welcome to our Gita study. Today we will do the 51st verse of the Vishnu Sahastranam along with a few slokas from Bhagavad Gita. So these verse reads Dharma Gup, Dharma Krut, Dharmi. So first three names are related to Dharma. So Dharma Gup, Dharma Krut, Dharmi. Then Sat, Asat, Kshara, Akshara. So these are the names in the top line as the first. Then Avignata, Avignata. Then Sahastransu, Sahastransu. So Avignata, Sahastransu, Vidhata, Krutalakshana. So thus there are 11 names in these verses. So we will go as always in the detailed meaning of each word. So the first word is Dharma Gup. The one who protects Dharma. Dharmam Gopayati iti Dharma Gup. One who protects Dharma is called Dharma Gup. So Lord has said very clearly in Bhagavad Gita also that every time there is a problem, I will come there, and he does there. That's why there are 24 avatars, of which the 10 avatars are major ones, are known to us. So, in the beginning, Lord explains to Arjuna that whenever there is a problem, I come on this world. So our most famous sloka in the 4th chapter, we all know, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam dharmasya tada atmanam srujamyaham. So this is again Yada Tada sloka. Yada means when, Tada means then. Yeah. Yada yada hi dharmasya. Whenever the dharma is in trouble, yada yada hi dharmasya glani. Glani means decline. Glanir bhavati bharata. He tells to Arjuna. Whenever the dharma is in decline, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Abhyuthanam adharmasya. And when there is a proliferation of adharma, Abhyuthanam means proliferation. Abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyam. Arjuna, then I create myself. Srujamyam means I become manifest. He's always there, but he's unmanifest. So whenever the dharma is in tremendous decline and adharma has proliferated, so then I become manifest, I create myself. That's why God is called Swayambhu. So I create myself for what? Paritranaya sadhunam. The second sloka says, Paritranaya sadhunam. Vinasaya cha duskrutam. Dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Paritranaya means for protection. Paritranaya sadhunam. Protection of the good element in the society. Good element, good beings. Paritranaya sadhunam. Vinasaya cha duskrutam. And to annihilate. Vinasaya cha duskrutam means evildoers and or evil activities. Paritranaya sadhunam. Vinasaya cha duskrutam. Dharma sansthapanarthaya. To establish the dharma again in its right, powerful path. There's Sambhavami yuge yuge. From time to time, I will come and take care of dharma. And God has always done. So because he does this function, his name is Dharma Gop. Dharma Gop means the protector of dharma. And then there is a subsequent sloka in the 4th chapter. This is 7 and 8. Most of us we know. But the 9th is also very, very important for us to know. All slokas are very important for us to know. So the Lord says, Janma karma cha me divyam. Evam yo veti tattvata. Tyaktva deha punarjanma naeti mameti sorjuna. Arjuna, whatever I said to you, the one who understands my incarnation, Janma Karma cha me divyam, my Janma, my karma, which are divine, Janma Karma cha me divyam, evam yo veti tattvata, one who knows it in entirety. Tattvata means completely, and as an essence he understands. Janma Karma cha me divyam, evam yo veti. Tyaktva deha punarjanma, what happens to him? That after he leaves his body, such a being who understands my janma, my karma, which are divine during my incarnation, janma karma che me divyam, evam yoveti tyaktva deha punarjanma, naeti mameti swarjuna. He has no birth again, and he comes to me. So God doesn't come here for just without any big purpose. And the purpose is not to annihilate. He can annihilate by his thought. He doesn't have to come here and do the activities himself. His sankalp is good enough. So, but he comes so that it gives an example to the whole generations for millennia to develop devotion and affection for the Lord. That is his main purpose. By incarnation, by his activities in this world as a human being, in the form of human being, he creates such an example that all people develop profound love and devotion, and that is the main purpose. So remember, so just think about it. Rama came many years ago, many centuries ago. Krishna came thousands of years ago. Still, people talk about about his leelas, his teachings, his Gita, his activities, Mahabharata, Ramayana, and billions of people have been helped because of that incarnation. That is the real. So to enhance the devotion, so that's what God says. That's what is what that's what I do. That's why he's called Dharma Gup. And Arjuna understands these when he saw the Lord's manifest form with his divine eyes, Vishwarupa. That time now Arjuna says to Lord. First, Lord told Arjuna so that he comes from time to time. Now, Arjuna salutes the Lord. Say, Tvam aksharam paramam veditavyam. Tvam asya visvasya param nidanam. Tvam avyaya dharmagopta. Sasvat dharmagopta. Sanatano tvam purusho matome. When he sees all the activities which God showed him in Vishwarupa Darshan on one screen, then Arjuna salutes and bows down to the God and says, tells God and salutes God, Tvam Aksharam Parmam, Tvam Aksharam, you are indestructible, Tvam Aksharam Parmam Veditavyam, Tvam Asya Visvasya Param Nidhanam. You are the support and you are the storehouse of all the goodies that are in this universe. Tvam avyaya sasvata dharma gopta. You are the protector of this eternal dharma. That's where the gopta words come. Tvamasya sasvata dharmasya. Sasvat dharma gopta. Sanatano tvam purusho matome. You are the most ancient, most eternal, most everlasting Purusha in this universe. So that's where Dharma Gopta word comes. So a protector of Dharma, because that is the channel the world goes. Otherwise, it will be such a chaos that it will be like a like a African jungle. We will kill each other and we'll be finished. You know. So that's why the dharma the Lord puts it is very important. Then next word is dharma krut. So first one was dharma gopa, dharma krut. The one who does the dharma, one who follows the dharma verbatim, that is dharma krut. But Lord himself doesn't have any dharma or adharma. He's beyond all this. But when he comes as an incarnation, he follows dharma exactly. Why? To establish the dharma again on the right path. So that the people can follow. So dharma, adharma, vihino. So he's without both. Dharma or adharma doesn't touch him. Dharma, adharma, vihino. Dharma, maryada, sthapanartham. To establish the boundaries and the roadmap of dharma. Dharma, maryada, sthapanartham. Dharmam karoti iti dharmakrut. Shankaracharya. Acharya Shankaracharya defines this way: the one the Lord Almighty who is beyond dharma and adharma, but to establish the boundaries and the roadmap of dharma, he himself follows it in such a way so that everyone for centuries follow that. That is called dharma krut, the one who is doing dharma, dharma krut. So this is a very important word. Otherwise, he tells Arjuna, there is nothing that in this world that I don't have, or I would rather work for it. न मे पार्थस्ति कर्तव्यम त्रिषु लोकेषु किंचन नाना वाप्तम वाप्तव्यम वर्तेव च कर्मणि. There is nothing that I have to gain which I don't have, but still look, I am doing the activities. I am driving your chariot. Why? To establish a good example. So that is called dharma krut. The third name is dharmi. The one who follows dharma is called dharmi. Very common Gujarati name. Probably in other cultures also we have the female name Dharmi, the one who the one who follows dharma, that is called Dharmi. So the one who follows it exactly. But dharma is very important to understand the word dharma, because there are so many different ways we understand it, the way it is described. Dharma, the word is derived from dhatu dri. Dri means to sustain or worth something worthwhile. Something worthwhile, something good, that's called dri. And from there the word dharma comes. So dharma, and there are different definitions because there are two types of dharmas. There is one dharma is material dharma, or pertaining to our body and our existence. Dharma as a doctor, dharma as a father, dharma as a child, dharma as a wife, dharma as a teacher, dharma as a soldier. These are pertains to our existence in this world, pertains to our what we are supposed to do. So it is exactly defined and exactly known to everyone. We knowingly mess it up, but otherwise the duties that we are supposed to do, mother knows what she's supposed to do, child knows what he's supposed to do, and the son, when he grows up, also he knows what is his duties towards the parents or teacher. He deliberately messes up because he's more devoted to his wife. He may mess it up, but he knows from the bottom of the heart. So that is called dharma, material dharma. This is material dharma. It has nothing to do with spiritual dharma. Okay, so if we do material dharma very appropriately, God says you can touch me. That is you become karma yogi. But spiritual dharma is recognizing our own Atman. So, trying to understand, going on that path to understand Atman, that is called spiritual dharma, and we all are supposed to do that. And we all have the urge to do that also. We have understanding to do that. And like Swami Vivekananda said, these two facts in life. What are those two facts? We have seen and done that before. There's death and decay. Death and decay, these two realities in life, will knock on everybody's door to look for spiritual dharma. If you were going to be smart and brave and all endowed with energy all your life, you will never turn to God. So that's the way it is designed, that it goes, becomes big to the peak, and then it declines, and it has a finite time limit. So that is understanding the Atman, that is the spiritual dharma, and that is the only purpose that the God has sent us here. That's what Bhagavan Ramakrishna says. He has not sent sent us here to get a couple of diplomas and do some duties and then go away. Besides that, that is the bare minimum you have to do, and then understand. So that is called dharma. So dharma, dharma gopta, dharma krut, dharmi. Then comes the sat, word sat. Sat and asat. The word Sat is defined as something which does not change, eternal truth, beyond any mutation or modification, ever existing. That is called Sat. So Sat remains same all the time. It is from the time of eternity to and does not deteriorate or does not have modification. And you are aware about that in all the three phases of your awareness, that in the waking state, in dreaming state, in the deep sleep, we all are aware about our Atman. Our Atman is there watching everything. So that is because Atman is part of Paramatma. So the Paramatma, Brahman, the part of Brahman, which is enshrined in the body, covered with all koshas. We did Mahakosha one time. So with the kosha of Maya, this body, mind, intellect, and whatever we see is called Jivatma. Jiv, because it gives a life. Atma is Atma. So Jivatma, that is Paramatma. But both are identical. They both are, in constitution, they are both identical. Bhagavan Raman Maharshi writes very beautifully in Updeshar. Isha Jivayo Veshadi Vida. We have done this. Satasabhavato Vastu Kevalam. Ish is God. Jiv, us. Ish Jivayo Vesadi Vida. Their costumes are different. The costume of a Jiva is body. Costume of God is this whole universe. Isha Jivayo Vesadi Vida means different. Sata Svabhavato. But if you look at the essence of it, the main substance, Sata Svabhavato Vastu Kevalam, it is one. It's like a ocean, water in ocean and water taken in a little cup from the ocean, they both are identical. But one is massive, other one is this. So this is the truth, and to realize this truth is our own effort, and that's what we are supposed to do. So that is Sat. Sat does not change. So that's what Sat Chidanand. It has only three characters. It is Sat which does not change. Chit, it is the nature of consciousness. It doesn't have any form. Sat, Chit. And what is the characteristic? Ananda. Like a salt, what is the characteristic of water in the ocean? It's salty. What is the characteristic of Atman? It is Ananda. So Sat, Chit, Anand. That is the characteristic of Brahman. That's the and we are part of Brahman, so that's characteristic of our Atman. But because we have forgotten about our own Atman, because we got distracted towards the world, because of our senses which are outward going, and we started running after those objects, relations, objects, instances, and we forgot the Atman. So that's why we never feel bliss, but we are dying to feel bliss. The worldly objects give you little bit. It is like a fruit. Which fruit? It's like an avocado. Avocado, there is a little bit of margin which is bliss. Once you are done with this, you are stuck with a big seed there inside. The worldly things are like avocado, while the godly things are like seedless grape, if we have to compare. So the good feeling that you get, we call it bliss. Oh, if there is a very good, delicious food on the dining table, say, what a blissful. Oh, I had maja aa gaya. Blissful. Means they felt bliss. I mean, we all felt bliss. So you give a plate of ice cream, everybody says, oh, very delicious. But how long does it last? It's just a few seconds, few minutes. While the bliss of Atman is forever. So that's why it is important to pursue. And all the saints and all the great people who have followed this, they all describe, they describe the same way, no? So that is, but to understand dharma, you have to follow dharma. So the one who follows dharma understands dharma and get the bliss and peace of realizing the soul. It's like you buy a beautiful suit from Macy's. As a salesman sells you, you can look at the description, but you will not get the joy unless you put it on. So the same way, the dharma has to be followed. Dharayati means you have to test it yourself. Then you will know the peace and bliss of what is described and what is stated in the scriptures. And very simple way, once you start looking for this path, the clarity keeps increasing. That's what God gives guarantee. Yesterday I was listening to one of the Swamis, and he said that this is a race. This is an Olympic race. But here in the spiritual path, your gold medal is certain for everyone who runs on this marathon or Olympic. Means each track will take you to the gold medal. Each track for each one. If you don't start, it's your bad luck. If you give up in the middle, it is your bad luck. But if you continue, that's what God doesn't want us to. So God says, I'm going to walk with you, but this is certainty, no? So that is Sat. What is Asat? Asat is anything besides Brahman, means anything besides Paramatma and Atma is Asat. Sat, Asat. Same thing is described as Atman, Anatman. Atman, Anatman means anything besides Atman is all Anatman. So what is besides Atman? Besides Atman is whatever I open my eyes and see, I hear, as I experience, as I see my hand, so this is Anatman. I see my books, that's Anatman. As I see my wife and children, they are Anatman. So that is all Asat. Atman is only Sat. But you will say that, okay, no, how come it is Asat? No, you eat a plate of ice cream, you feel very good. You see ice cream, you eat, you feel good. That's Sat. No, but that is called temporary Sat. For time being, it is Sat, yes. Temporary Sat is called Mithya in the words of scriptures. So Mithya is not illusion of that you see it as outside or in a magic show. You see it, but you can't experience yourself. So that way, the worldly experience is real, but it is time being real. So it is given a different category: Sat, Asat, and Mithya. So the world is Mithya. Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. Jivo Brahmeva na para. That is the highest teaching of Acharya Shankaracharya. Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. Jivo Brahmev na para. Means with Jiv and Brahman, they are one. They are not different. So that is his conclusive teaching of our Acharya. No? So Sat, now we understand Sat, Asat. The next word is Kshara, Akshara. Word Kshara is derived from Kshaya. Kshaya means declining, deteriorating, and the one which fades away. That is called Kshaya. And the object or entity which is subject to deterioration or depletion, it is called Kshara. So except Atman, everything is Kshara. Only Atman and Paramatman, they are Akshara. So that is the way Lord Krishna starts the teaching to Arjuna from the beginning. So that he starts from the beginning and he tells, Avinasi tu tadvidhi. Avinashi means the one which has no vinash. Avinasi tu tadvidhi. En sarvamidam tatam. Vinasam avyasya na kaschit kartumarasi. Avinasi tu tadvidhi. Arjuna, you understand. The one which is indestructible, everlasting, beyond the birth and death, avinasi tu tadvidhi. Ena sarvamidam tatam. By which this whole universe is pervaded. Atman is everywhere. Part of that consciousness which went inside the body became Jivatman. But and when the body will die, that Jivatman will, if it is a free soul, will merge into Brahman. And if it is not free soul and has lot of packages of activities that he has done, good activities, bad activities, and he has to suffer or enjoy the fruits of those activities, that is called bond soul. And then the rebirths are guaranteed. But the one who has understood and has pursued the path and followed the spiritual path, he is now liberated because he has understood the ultimate truth. But otherwise, so that is subject. So that is Atman is Akshara. Body is Kshara. Body becomes from 1 feet tall to 5 feet tall to 6 feet tall, deteriorates and declines and goes away. So that is Kshara. So that's why Lord again explains in 15th chapter. Tvamimo Purusho Loke, 15th chapter. Okay. Tvamimo Purusho Loke Kshara Akshara Evacha Kshara Sarvani Bhutani Utastho Kshara Uchate. There are two entities, Arjuna, in this world. Dvamimo means two. Dvamimo Purusho. He calls both Purusha. Respectfully, Atman is also Purusha and body is also Purusha. Because in the body, Atman lives. When that Atman goes, we say go to funeral home, no? So as long as that Atman is there, it is called Purusha. Vamimo Purusho Loke. Kshara Aksharam Evacha. One is subject to decline, other one is not. Kshara Aksharam Eva. Kshara Sarvani Bhutani. All beings are Kshara. Is a little rabbit is born, is running around, one day it will go in the dust. Same to the human being. So all beings are Kshara. Vamimo Purusho Loke Ksharam Aksharam Evacha. Kshara Sarvani Bhutani is all beings. Kutastho Aksharam Uchate. Kutastha means Atman. Kutastha means one unchangeable. Kutastho, that Atman is the eternal, non-destructible entity. Tvamimo Purusho Loke Ksharam Akshara Evacha Kshara Sarvani Bhutani Kutastho Aksharam Uchate. And then he says, Uttama Purusastanvai Paramatma Rudhavitam Atri Lokaya Vivarti Aveswara. And besides these two, one which is declining, other one which is not declining, and the third one that is Paramatma. So that one is the boss. So beautifully explained. That's why 15th chapter is considered as a scripture on its own. Svamimo Purusho Loke Kshamakshare Vacha Kshara Sarvani Bhutani Kutastho Ksharuchate Uttama Purusastanvai Paramatma Vidarhutam Atri Lokayavits Vibharti Avaisvara. Because that Paramatma is beyond Kshar and Akshar. So that is the truth, and understanding that truth is our effort, and that is called Yoga Sadhana. And as you continue, the clarity is guaranteed to be on the path of increase till it takes you all the way to the gold medal. No? So that God says that is certain. So Sat, Asat, Kshara, Akshara. So the one truth is that whatever has a name and form is called Kshara. Anything with a name and form. So this chair has a name and has a form. It used to be just a wood outside in the jungle. We modified it and made it and gave it a name and a form. So the name and form, the things with name and form are transient or Kshara. So beautiful sloka in Astvakra Gita, which says, Akaram Anrutam Vidhi Nirakaratu Nischalam Etat Tattva Updeshena Punarjanmana Sambhav. Whatever has Akar, here Astvakra, sage Astvakra tells to the king Janaka, Akaram Anrutam means false. Akaram Anrutam Vidhi. Nirakar to Nischalam. But Nirakar is Atman, Paramatma. Nirakar to Nischalam. Etat Tattva Updeshena. Once you understand these teaching, Etat Tattva Updeshena Punarjanmana Sambhava. Once you understand this, you are done with it. No intra-uterine existence for you again. So that's why these scriptures and knowledge is, and if you do it now, you become free when you are still walking on this planet. So that is Kshara, Akshara. There is Sat, Asat, which we saw, both of them. Then the next name is Avignata means one who does not know. Is still a name of God. Avignata means one who is not aware, because we are not aware about our soul. We are aware about everything, that I'm Indian, I'm Hindu, I'm so and so. We remember everything, but we very seldom talk about our Atma. So when our existence in of consciousness is covered by this Maya, we are ignorant, or we have forgotten. It's like you're a son of a billionaire, but you are lost in a crowd, and you don't know that you are a billionaire. So, because you have forgotten, one of the names means the covered entity soul is which is a part of God, is called Avignata. So the God is not aware, means that Atman has forgotten its identity. Next name is Sastra Ansu. Sahasra means thousand. Ansu means rays. Thousands of rays. Word Sahasra is used for describing infinity. So this in the scriptures, Sahasra Bahu Bhava Visva Murte means thousand-handed. But if I show you two hands, the screen will be full, and five hands, it will be, you will get confused. 100 hands, then you will be lost. So 1,000 hands means infinity. So the word thousand or sastra is always used in that reference also. So all the rays of sun is nothing else but it is Lord Himself. The Lord gives the power to the sun to shine. He gives power to the moon to nourish the land. He gives power to the water to give the taste. He gives power to the wind to purify. So everything is belong to Lord Almighty. That's why Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Yadaditya gatam tejo jagadabhasayate khilam yachandramasi yachagno tatatejo vidhi mamikam. Explains to 15th chapter again. 15th chapter, 20 slokas. My God, it is so powerful. You don't have to do anything. So he tells Arjuna, Yadaditya gatam tejo. Arjuna, this Aditya means sun. Yada Aditya Gatam Tejo, the light which comes from the sun. Yada Aditya Gatam Tejo. Jagad Bhasayate Khilam, by which the whole universe is lighted. Imagine tomorrow there is no sun and the night continues. We'll be lost. We'll run out of electricity and we'll be banking with each other. Yada Aditya Gatam Tejo, Jagad Bhasayate Khilam. Yat Chandramasi, the light you see in the moon, Yat Chandramasi. Yat Chagno, whatever the fire you ignited and you learned how to ignite fire yourself, the light in that fire. So light in sun, light in moon, light in fire. It is my light. Yadaditya gatam tejo jagadabhasayate khilam yat chandramasi yat chagno tat tejo vidhi mamikam. Know that brilliance is my brilliance. I mean, it is so clear that unless we have, we are okay. We refuse to understand, we will understand. So we refuse to understand because we are busy somewhere else. So anyway, so that is Sahastra Ansu, 1,000 rays belonging to sun. It is said that the sun emits energy like all the nuclear furnaces of the world every 5 seconds. And still it doesn't get depleted. And it never stops shining. We don't see it because the earth is rotating, so now it is night and there is a sun, is the same sun, the brilliant sun, shining 24/7 from the time immemorial. So that is the power of God. That's why we salute to sun, the Surya Narayana Deva. Surya Narayana, Vishnu's name, Surya Narayana Deva. Because it is beyond our imagination. We as a physicist, we can bang our heads, but you will never understand. Sometimes I read for my curiosity that and the things are so get so absurd that we say no. I believe in God. Okay. It says how far is the star and moon? This is so many thousand light years, and you put it down. What is light year? Oh no, I don't want to even calculate. It will drive you nuts. No? So that's why it is say it is beyond our imagination, beyond it. So Sastrans, then next name is Vidhata. Dhata means supporter. Vidhata means very special supporter, very Vishesh. Word V prefix is added to emphasize the special quality. Bhuti, Vibhuti. Bhuti means wealth. Vibhuti means very unimaginable wealth. Vibhuti. Jaya means success. Vijaya, very great success. So Dhata, Vidhata. Dhata, of course, God is Dhata. He provides everything. He is as earth supports everything and every being. Atmosphere supports everything and every being. So that is Dhata. But besides that, with the consciousness that he has given specially, we are aware about everything. So that special power, the consciousness, we cognize everything, we understand everything, and it is very well developed in human beings. So we have the capacity to. Animal kingdom doesn't have so much of clarity. So Vidhata means special power to support and run this universe. The God has, that's why he's called Vidhata. And he runs this show by a special law. Only one law of karma. The law of karma, which is also called divine law or God's law. By that law of consciousness, he runs the show. One is the physical part. Everything physics. Everything works on physics. We human beings are subject to law of karma. That's what Jesus says. Whatever you sow, you will reap that benefit. You do good, good thing will come back to you. Bad thing will come back. Nothing is forgotten. So that is the special power, and that's why it's a visista, means special quality of power by which God makes it happen. That's why he's called Vidhata, Dhata, Vidhata. We saw the Vidhata before also, it came one time. Kruta Lakshana, the last one is Kruta Lakshana. Kruta means Lakshana. This word essentially means excellent. It means par excellence, complete. Lakshana also means Vedanta. The creator of Vedanta, that is Krut Lakshana. So the scriptures that God says, I've left behind for you, that is me. Because he has done that, is called Krut Lakshana. So that is his name, Krut Lakshana, Vidhata, Krut Lakshana. So that's why God explains And again in the 15th chapter, Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivisto. I reside in the heart of everyone. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivisto. Matah smrutirgnan madpohanam cha. Because of me is your memory, because of me is your capacity to forget. Vedaischa sarve rahameva vedyo. One to be known by Veda is me. Vedant Krudveda Viveda Chaham. The author of Vedas is me. One to be known through Vedas is me. I am the author of Vedas. I am the knower of Vedas. I have left Vedas for you. That's why Vedas are called as Vishnu's breath. So that's how it's in black and white. So we cannot deny it. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, unless we want to become totally illogical and come under the influence of Maya and say, "Oh, forget about it." No, I'm fine with my worldly things. No, then it's a different story. So God says, then you are on your own. So these are the 11 names of Lord Vishnu, and I hope it clarifies, and it certainly does. No, you cannot deny it. There is no way. Only thing we have to spend time to understand. That's it. So if you have any question, you can ask. I hope you enjoy this. You are enjoying this.
Thank you, Dr. Chokshi. Deeply appreciate your knowledge imparting us all this. So I hope we can learn from all this.
It's all written in black and white. No, it is in black and white, and it shines.
Any questions for Dr. Chokshi, please?
I have one clarity, I think, Atul, but it's not a question, but you mentioned Kshar and Akshar. Kshar is something other than Akshar. So Akshar is only Atman. Besides Atman, everything is Kshar, basically, which is like Prakriti and everything. And then you mentioned about the free soul and bound soul. So bound soul is the one which is with the desire of somebody has left in the package and attached to it. And the free soul is the one which is a liberated soul. Then you came up to differentiate between Atman and Paramatman. That's where I got a little bit lost. That why Paramatman is different than Atman.
So Paramatma is Brahman, is Paramatma. So body, the consciousness residing within the body is Atman. There is a part of Paramatma also resides inside us.
Because we are Ansha Paramatma, that's why.
Yes.
Okay.
So and when that particle goes away, we are a dead body. So that is very clear. No, really speaking.
So I'm
Jivaloke. No, God says my particle is in Mame Vanso Jivaloke Jiva Bhut Sanatan. Manasasthani Indriyani Prakriti Sthani Karsati.
15 अध्याय बराबर है.
Yes, 15. 15, 12 की slokas are so powerful.
Yeah. पुरुषोत्तम योग.
Yeah. We have done that one time. But the scriptures need to be done again and again till it becomes part of us, and so that we don't forget. It's like to become a cardiologist, I had to read cardiology 100 times. No?
That still is information. It is not knowledge.
It's still information. Just a tiny bit.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
As once these concepts become clear, God says that you will get joy 100%. When that happens, that's also beautiful to know that when you surrendered completely and become a servant of God, at the moment we are acting like we are boss. I am Atul Chokshi, cardiologist for such and such things. I am the doer, I am the enjoyer, I got the qualifications. So everything is I. When God says no, that is not true. When we become servant of God and serve the God, then instantaneously He will take away all your desires and vasanas right away. So, so He is the only enjoyer, only boss of the universe. Dasa bhutam idam sarvam. That is beautiful. Padma Puran. Dasa bhutam idam sarvam. Jagat sthavara jangamam. Sriman Narayana Swami. Ishvara Prabhu Ishvara. All these universe, moving and non-moving. Boss is the Lord Vishnu. And He is the boss, He is the operator, He is the owner. And to serve Him is our job. And once you take that we say that I'm the Bhagavan ka das hoon. But in real sense, when you start doing it, then God says, then I will leave you with no desires. No, so you will be like me, you will be free, instantaneous.
Very true. I think it reminds me of one of saying Swami Prabhupada from ISKCON that I and mine are the biggest misconception you have.
Yeah.
Once you get rid of those, you are liberated.
Exactly.
That is what is said. Man minus ego is God.
Yeah.
Man minus desire is God.
Yeah.
And do these two things, and if we can do it, and then you become godlike. Not that you will get a peacock feather on your head, but you will be free of hankering. That's it. Free of hankering. Hankering causes the pain. Hankering makes you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go outside and do something. No? If there is no hankering, you may do it on your own, but nothing is dragging you. That's the difference.
Yeah, like somebody said, ego is E plus go.
Yes.
E, me, him, I, we. And if you give that away, then you go straight to God and you achieve.
Yeah, very true.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.